Hey, welcome back, everybody, to another week of Bibbidi Bobbidi Bros. I'm Josh. This is Pierce.
Heyo.
Tonight, we are going to discuss some rides that we think could use some refresh, maybe a new theme, maybe just a new, design, updating, and which ones need the most love. We're going to start life updates and news as we always do. I don't have a lot. Playing some golf, went to the Memorial practice rounds, had a good time with my brother and my daughter, and then I went the next day and had a great time with my wife. All in all, good time. We're into track camp. We've added that to the list. Why not, baby? You know what? Why not? Got professional tennis shoes and the whole bit, which is ridiculous, but been loving that. It's been fun. Addie's back into volleyball. First game is this Saturday. First practice is this Friday, so we got that coming up. Boy, I don't know. I think that's about it. Gymnastics is still rolling, and soccer's on break finally. So, we'll take it. What about you? What you got?
Everybody's sick here, man. Everybody's got a cold. So
What?
we're just dealing with that springtime cold right now. Yeah. It's not so great. But yeah, it's all little head colds and it's fine. You know. Big weekend this past weekend. My niece, my oldest niece, she moved out of her parents' house and into her own apartment. So we helped her move in, and that was really exciting. And you know, uh, I can't believe she's the first baby I remember holding as an adult, and now she's like grown up and
Yep, she's
doing her own thing, got a real
brilliant young
job,
woman.
and going to college, and she's grown now. So
Yeah,
it's
she's killing
weird,
it.
but yeah. So it's really exciting for her, making those life changes and whatnot. So yeah. Other than
How
that,
did
man, just plugging
how
away.
did it go? You didn't throw your back out or anything moving furniture? You were
No, honestly, it was. It's okay. So you got to remember, the first time you move out of your parents' house, you don't have that much stuff.
That's true.
It's not like
Yeah.
moving a house, like even your first apartment to a house or a house to another house. That's just
Yeah.
crazy. This is she didn't
Yeah.
have that. She didn't have that much stuff, and the stuff she had was fine. I mean, the couch and the chair, like that it's in her like front living room, were already there, so I didn't have
Oh,
to deal with that. So,
you had it easy.
yeah, it was just
Yeah.
living the dream. But yeah, we moved a lot of clothes, a lot of shoes, a lot of stuff like that.
Well,
But yeah,
understood.
she's all in there. She's got a nice little 2 bedroom, so she's very excited, and I'm
Yep.
excited for it. It's
I'm
a
excited
big
for it
step
too.
moving out, and
A huge step. Super proud of
yeah,
her. She's doing
yep,
good. So
yeah,
that's cool. Anything
yeah.
else?
No, man, like I said, we just got to deal with colds. So
I hope you feel better.
I'm hoping it'll go by pretty soon. I used to work with this lady named Maxine. I'm sure she's long and dead now because I worked with her like 20 years ago at Macy's, and she was freaking old then. But
So
anyway,
not
Maxine,
a longtime listener of the pod, most
no,
likely.
no, no. I
Okay.
don't think she's
Poor
a big
Maxine.
fan anymore. Yeah.
All right.
R.I.P. Anyway, she used to. Anyway, she used to always tell me, and it stuck with me, and it's not even, it's stupid, but she always used to tell me, she said, Pierce, if you get sick, you're going to be sick with a cold. You're going to have a cold for 7 days. And if you take medicine for that cold, you'll be sick for a week. And that's what she always told me.
That's
And but
true
then she'd
though.
always say, but you might feel a little better while you're sick for that week.
Yeah,
And that's what she always said. And it's always stuck with me. Like,
it's true.
the medicine does not heal you, but it does make you feel a little bit better while you're stuck in
Yeah.
life.
I
Yeah.
mean, unless you're taking antibiotics, then that
Yeah.
that helps. But
Yeah.
the
This is like a
chances of
head
it
cold. This
being
is, yeah.
bacteria is
Yeah.
minuscule. It's probably
Yeah.
a
It's definitely
virus.
a virus.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly. So,
yeah. So
yeah, just dealing with that.
that's
And,
funny though. That's a good quote. I like that.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's clever. Yeah.
And let me tell you, she was freaking old. So, I mean, I think she was like 80 when I
Dude,
worked with her.
Maxine's
So,
over here listening to this podcast,
yeah.
giving you the middle finger right now.
I'm telling you, she was old, and this is when I worked at Macy's in college, so it's been 20 years ago, like
Wow.
at least 20 years. So
Maybe
yeah,
she's still killing it. We don't know.
dude, and I got to tell you, she was the slowest worker I may have ever worked with in my life. So
She's
slow. Oh my god, I used to
Maxine,
have
we
to
love
work
you.
shit. Yeah, I love you, Maxine. You were a nice lady, but I used to have to work shifts with her because I would do 90% of the work and she'd do
Yeah.
the other 10, and we'd still like meet our goals for the night.
I mean, good
So
on you. Good on
yeah,
you.
yeah, you
Maxine's
know,
probably running All Glaze Acres right now.
he was, yeah,
Shawnee
right.
Manor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Well, this was in Columbus, but yeah, she still
Oh,
could be.
not
Who
Macy's
knows?
in Lima. I thought it was
No,
Macy's in
it was,
Lima.
yeah, it was in Columbus. I actually found my old Lazarus Macy's name
Yeah.
tag today. I
Oh,
just was
hey,
looking through crap in my basement and I found it. I was like, oh, look at that. Then I looked it
vintage.
up to see if it was worth anything online, and it's not.
Not with a name
Because I'd
like
have
Pierce.
sold that.
Yeah.
Well, people just want the name tag. They don't. The name you can pull out, but
I would pay
yeah,
more for Pierce if it were
yeah,
me. But you know.
of course. Of course you would. There's so many things I could say there, but I'm gonna leave it at
Hey,
that.
old Pierce Allen. Oh man. All right, what news you got for us?
All right, so a couple news things. Do you want to start with the thing that will impact you, or the thing that impacts me?
Uh you. I don't want to come off selfish.
All right, so pen drops. There was a huge thing on Tuesday,
Oh,
pen drops this week. This is huge for the pen drop world.
it's
Okay,
not a
so
Bibbity Bobbity Bros episode if we haven't mentioned pins in some
you're
capacity for
damn right.
Pierce.
You're damn right. All right, so as we've talked before, the 614 picker on eBay, I'm a
Yeah.
reseller. I like to resell just as a side hustle. I don't sell a lot of new items, and I definitely don't buy items just to sell them, like scalping, that kind of thing. There is a large group of people that sell Disney pens that do that. And, teach their own. That's not the way I like to do business, but hey, it's not against the rules, whatever. Well, there's been an issue with when they do these big Tuesday pen drops, that their lines out of
Yeah.
Disney Springs, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, all of them have these huge lines where all these people are lining up so they can get in there, get all their pens so they can go home and sell them on eBay or whatnot.
Make that money.
Make that money. And they're buying them for, $25, $30 a pen, depending on the pen. Some are more expensive. Some they have like an $80 pen this time.
Okay. All right.
I mean, they're
That's
like
crazy.
this big too. They're really big pens. But anyway, and they're selling them two, three, four times the price. Because
Yeah.
they're limited edition, that kind of stuff. Well, Disney has come out with a crowd control idea. Basically, what they did was, for the parking garages, and rideshare loops, that you couldn't go there before 7 a.m. You'd get turned away if you tried to park or whatever. So everybody has, like, all the non resellers have been jazzed, like all on
Wait,
the
so
message board.
explain this to me. How does the Disney parking? I understand the ride share because people just want to get dropped off,
Well,
but why?
because at Disney Springs, they control the garages there, so you had to
Yeah.
park at the green garage. Well,
Okay.
they have security there that are turning cars away before 7
So,
a.m.
so the only people who can get there that early are guests of the resorts.
No, you can't go park at the garage or be in queue at Disney Springs before 7 a.m., even if you're a guest of the resort. There's no queuing. So,
So
basic,
Disney Springs just doesn't open before 7 o'clock. Then, like, don't don't
correct.
don't go there before seven
It
o'clock for
actually doesn't
anybody.
even open at 7. I think it actually opens at 8. But, um, I could be wrong. So get in the chat, folks. If I am, please do. Please
Got
correct
it.
me. But I think they're saying you can queue at 7. You can start pulling into the garage and start queuing. Here was the big hubbub today, though, because everybody's been excited all week. This was announced like last Thursday or something. So everybody's been excited. And by the way, we're recording on a Tuesday, so this just happened today. So everybody was so excited about this, like non-resellers. A lot of resellers were pissy, but the non-resellers were not. They were so excited. Well, then first thing this morning, I wake up. It's like 7, 8, or 6 a.m. I look, yeah, it's 6 a.m. I look, and somebody's taking video of these whole bunch of people in line on the public sidewalk outside of the green parking garage. So basically, all right, think about this. So
Jeez.
this is where Disney didn't think about it. So you're on the parking lot, the public parking lot outside the garage. If you're not going to let cars start to park until 7, and you're going to allow foot traffic in at 7, what's going to happen? Well, a whole bunch of people are going to run from the public sidewalk through the garage before all these cars can get up and park. So the people
Mm.
that followed the rules on waiting to park, they're getting screwed still
Yeah.
because they followed the rules and all these people
Yeah.
ran. So then these people are taking photos of like, oh, I got here at 7 and there's a look at this line. It's so good. It's so good. I love every bit of it. It's so good.
Pissed.
So
Yeah.
so yeah, it's
Unhappy.
oh, and they're also handing out wristbands. So you know that you're in line and you can't just hop in line. You have to get a wristband because there was an issue with people just joining lines, like basically like, you got there early, you got there on time, and then me, your wife Steph, my wife Gwen show up together and then just go up and join you in line
Yeah.
because you can get as many pens as there are people in your party. So then we could get 4 pens together, and because they're limited edition, they'll run out. So we could jump up there, and only you waited in line. Or these people are bringing their like 6 kids, and they're all getting pens there that way too. It's just crazy,
Mm.
just crazy. But
There's
I,
got to
I
be a
love I
way
love it
to.
all.
There's got to be another way. I'm sitting here racking my brain to stop the reselling. Reselling is crazy.
Yeah, I think there's a few different options. One thing is just have random drops. Okay, here's the real thing. Here's the real question. Does Disney actually care, and why should they? Right? They're already putting out an item that's limited edition that they know is going to hold value. They also are a business that wants to make money. So you don't make money holding product. You make money selling products. So
Yep.
do they really want to turn away people that want to actively buy their product and take up time and shelf space and all that kind of stuff for these products just to slowly go off the shelf, especially on these random drops? Or do they just want to have these moments where for an hour or two on every Tuesday they're gone like that and they make mad profit, right?
Yeah.
So from Disney's point
So
of view, I don't they shouldn't really care that way as long as people are being safe, which there was some issues today with people being a little more physical, pushing and shoving and that kind of stuff. But as long as people are being safe, we really shouldn't be super concerned about what Disney thinks because they just want money, and I don't blame them. If
yeah.
I was Disney, that's how I'd be too. I mean, I even run my own eBay store, and if somebody came in and bought all my stuff out, am I going to be upset? No, I'm going to be great,
Yeah. I
you
get
know.
you. Yeah, I get you.
But on the other side, if they're looking for safety and fairness and all that kind of stuff, I do think they could do random pen drops. They could do virtual queues like they do on rides in the parks, where you could go in and they do virtual queues on the Tuesday Disney store drops on the online. Like
Yeah.
I went and I bought some pens today, and I had to get Gwen and I both right at like 10:45. We logged in. We got 10:45 Eastern. We logged in, got ready, and then right at 11 we got put in a queue, and Gwen got like 6,800 in the queue, and I got 3,200. So by the time I got in, I was able to get the pens we wanted, and then by the time she actually got in, there was nothing left. So nothing
Uh,
left that we wanted,
That's
I
crazy
should say.
work. Maybe
So
we should just make everybody use their magic bands to purchase that or their Disney accounts. And if we find your pin online being resold, 1 year ban from the parks.
but once again, why does Disney care?
I don't know.
They
I don't
they
have a good
don't
answer to
care
that.
if you they really shouldn't care if you go sell it online, right? Because once the sale is complete, why do they care what you do with it?
Well,
As long
that's
as
the
it's
whole
not being
problem with.
anything nefarious. I mean, you're just selling it to people that want it. There has to be people willing to pay the price.
Yeah, but
So,
that's been the problem with Disney for a while is that the demand is so high they don't have to worry about the quality
yep,
and the experience as much as they used to. In
right.
2000 when I went, it was a much different situation. 2026, it's become a bit elitist.
And the other option they could do is just not have limited edition pens. They could just do all open edition pens where they.
Uh, they've
But
been
but
doing
once again,
from the
why
days
would
of
they
the
do
vault.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
they're
why
not.
would they do that? It doesn't make any sense because they can charge a premium on their end for limited edition pens. Like I said, there was like a $90 pen today. So Yeah,
That's crazy.
it just
Did
doesn't,
you buy that $90 pen?
no, I didn't want that $90 pen.
Would you
I
have?
No, I saw it on some whatnots today and for like $150, and like I
What's
wouldn't
your
pay $150 anyway. But
what's your max retail price you'd pay for a pen? I'm gonna hold you to
one
this.
pen, one pen
Retail, not resale.
retail. If I was in the parks, probably like 35 is usually like the max price I see on pens.
No, what's the max
Um,
you would pay if they created
yeah,
one that you loved and they jacked up the
yeah.
price?
Like no, are you saying on like whatnot?
No, I'm saying if Disney came out with one pen that was like it's
No,
one of
like
five, and they
maybe $50.
okay, that's
Yeah,
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 it had to be something incredibly
yeah.
unique for me to
And
even consider that.
Gwen, my wife, she likes some of the jumbo pens too, and the different
Sure.
assorted ones. I don't like those as well. I like smaller ones because then you only got so much space on your wall to put these things.
Oh, Gwen will
And
find space.
oh, that actually gives me a thought though. I'm an idiot. He's an idiot.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
I thought you could put pictures and comments on YouTube. So to all those people, I apologize. Last week I said I was going to put pictures in the comments. You can't do that. So when I edit this video this week, because it's my
Oh
turn to
my
edit,
god, we are
I'm going to
failures.
I'm going to attempt to put some of the pictures. I took the pictures. I'm going to attempt to put some of the pictures in the video right here now somewhere. Might be taking the whole screen because I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my
So,
goodness, this is gonna be
but
great.
we're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna
Okay.
have fun with it. But
Don't
anyway,
hey, don't call me. Don't call me asking, hey, how do I do this? I don't want anything to do with that.
oh no, me and Chat GPT are gonna be having a
Yeah,
lot of
you and Chat
conversations.
GPT work that out. I don't want anything to do with it. You've made your
Yeah,
promises.
yeah.
Oh
So anyway,
man.
back to the pens though. There's only so many. I like little ones. Now I did spend a lot for a particular pen. Um, So this year, they have these hidden Mickey pins. They're mystery packs that you buy, and there's two in the pack, and the packs are 24.99, I think, in the park. Um,
Okay.
and we've talked about this before, the rarities of the chaser and the super chaser and that kind of stuff, right? We've talked about that. Well, this year, as we talked about last week, I collect Chip and Dale pins.
Yeah.
This year,
They
part of the
got you.
theme, part of the theme is in Disneyland, they have 6 Dale pins, one for each like holiday/season. So there's like a
Yep.
summer one, there's a winter one, there's Thanksgiving, Halloween, Easter, and Christmas. The Christmas one is the chaser. That's the hardest
Okay.
one. It's a rare one. So
Yeah.
and I have no access to Disneyland pins. So I bought all 6 of those pins because I wanted them. And sometimes in life you just gotta splurge for yourself. And as you know me, I'm not a big splurger on myself. So
Yep.
I bought all 6 of those pens off Whatnot over the last 3 months or so.
Oh,
And
buddy.
I think I spent $40 on the Christmas Dale pen.
What's the total?
So I probably average about $9 for the other 5, so like $85. But I have all 6. Now, here's the thing. So Gwen and I, as we've discussed before, we're going to go in December for our 10-year anniversary, and we're going to buy a whole bunch of these packs because in Disney World, Chip is the one you can get. Now, there's other things you
Oh,
can
that's
get
cool. Of
buses.
course. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get buses and ears and hats and castles and bubble wands. There's a whole bunch of stuff, right?
Yep.
But chips are part of that package. So I'm really hoping that I can get some of the chips at least before I just go buy the rest on Whatnot. Because Gwen and I, that's like one of our. We literally had my parents when they were in Disney last time. They went to Disney Springs in February. I asked my mom to buy us packs, and then one night it was actually after Tonks's passing, we decided to just sit down and have some fun because it's kind of hard to have fun when your dog just died. And we ripped open packs and giggled a little bit and laughed and and it was kind of nice. So we look at that as like we used like those moments as like date nights usually and that kind of stuff where we would,
Yeah.
make a Disney item, open some pens, watch a Disney movie together and that kind of stuff. Um, so
We
yeah, and that's how this happens. All these pens up here and
we need to create name this its own segment and call it like something like Disney pin piercing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then you can show
Pierce's
yourself
pens. Yeah.
opening your pins for the week. It's like an opening segment that we add because you're learning how to add all this stuff now with pictures and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, yeah, because I'm
And
learning.
next thing you know, like people will show up. They're like, "Oh, what do you get? What do you get?" And could be a good
Yeah.
thing. Disney pin piercing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pen piercings. Yeah.
Because of your
So
name.
anyway, so yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, the pen drops today were a little crazier than they've been. Now they've always been crazy, but they were a little crazier today because people didn't understand the rules, and there were still people getting their wristbands and then running up to their family anyway. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things. But it
We
is
have
what it is.
dedicated a full 15 minutes to this segment. And so now you know
You're
everything
welcome.
there is to know about the new Disney pin drama.
And all my energy is now gone. I had all that just that. All right, so
You
here
still have
this is
one
what.
piece of news. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're going to talk about this more.
Okay.
All right. So the other big piece of news that just came out this past week is the updates or future updates to Carousel of Progress.
Yeah. It's going to
You
be
go ahead,
awesome.
buddy.
I
You go
haven't
ahead.
looked
Tell
too
me
far
about it.
into this. I notoriously try to not ruin surprises. You have gotten on me numerous times on this podcast about how if we are going to deliver news, I'm going to need to change my ways. Um, I'm an avid fan of Carousel of Progress. I think there's a lot of haters. I love history. You get to see how things change over periods of time, and they're going to give Walt his own animatronic. I do know that, and they are going to update it for more current times. Couldn't be more jacked. My wife will still fall asleep through that entire show, and that is what it is. Walt gets his own animatronic, and they're updating it, and I'm looking
Do you
forward
like
to it.
the
It's going to
Walt
be good.
animatronic going in there?
I kind of do because it was Walt's thing. A lot of things are Walt's thing, though. Like, don't get me wrong, but this one feels like it's a presentation. I do love the voice. It's the same guy who does a Christmas Story narration, that does the narration for Carousel of
Mhm.
Progress. I enjoy that. I hope that doesn't change. I do like the idea of Walt being there because he's the one who brought it to the World's Fair and it became a big thing. And
Are you
I
okay
think
with the fact that they're going to update all the decades or whatever, or all the time periods?
that's what I don't know. How far are we going to veer? I'm usually one who likes change. If that whole voice changes, and I like some of the running jokes of like the dog and some of the others, but I
Mhm.
also understand that if it takes up a lot of space in the park, and if you're going to keep it in kind of an homage to Walt, then you need to do it in homage of Walt. Otherwise, there's a lot newer technological stuff that could be built there. So I guess I'm okay if it keeps the ride, and I think
So
that's the only
what
way they
about
keep the ride.
so the one of the things that I've seen some things online about was that Walt never wanted to be he always claimed he didn't want to be like a figure or
Yeah,
the picture in the picture. It was always about Mickey or the castle or whatever.
for
So
sure.
how does that make you feel by putting Walt as an animatronic in there?
I think the bigger travesty is that Mickey didn't have a ride until M2R2.
Well, that's
Um,
true. Yeah.
that kind of
I mean,
frustrated me more.
he has Motor Speedway.
Didn't even know.
Yeah, it's
Didn't even
Mickey's
know
Motor
he.
Speedway, isn't it?
Okay, but where's he at in the ride? Like he's.
Oh, I
We're
mean,
gonna
he's
get
there. I
into.
mean, it's
We're
his
gonna get
speedway.
into. We're gonna get into Motor Speedway in a little
Oh,
bit,
we sure are.
but we sure are on that one. That's top tier. I know we're both hitting that one, but
Yeah.
I get what people are saying, but I also think it's been a long time, and I think Walt's earned his place. I tell you, if Walt's family has an issue with it, then I wouldn't want it. If they're good with it, I mean, my dad didn't want a lot of things, but at the end of the day, if they were going to honor him, uh, after death, it's kind of cool. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like, I think I wouldn't want to be honored either, right? Like, I would be just like, Walt. But if they're gonna do it, at least they're doing it when I'm gone, and I don't have to like be the center of attention. This narcissistic feeling. It's in remembrance. So I think I'm okay with it. I'm not one of those
yeah,
people who's like everything has to be Walt's way, because I think if Walt was dealing with Disney the way it is now, a lot of things would be different. He wanted it to be a place for everybody, and it's not anymore. The lower income people of the country can't afford to go there. So a lot of things have not matured into what Walt's vision was. Epcot was supposed
yeah,
to be a community of the future. It's now just another park, which we all love. It's hard to do everything the way Walt seemed. He's a man of change. I think he would have been flexible, and I think ultimately it's their way of saying thanks, Walt. And I think
yeah.
he would appreciate that. So I think I'm okay with it. But if I get there and it sucks, I'm gonna be like,
We're gonna
nah.
hear about it.
Yeah, we're gonna hear about it rightfully. So they better do it right. I mean, it's a
I
big
wish I
thing.
wish they would I wish they would leave the first room, the first thing you see, the first scene, the
Yeah,
same. That's the
me
only
too.
one I cared about. I thought that would be cool if that one stayed the same.
Yep.
And I really do. You brought up the dog. I think they're going to keep the dog throughout.
I hope.
I think
I
that
like
is
the
a
little running
well-known
jokes.
theme. Yeah, I think that's a well-run theme. And this is going to bring me back to Pens. That's a common fan favorite of Pens is the
I could see
dog.
that. Yeah, I could see
So,
that.
yeah. So, yeah, I would be surprised if they remove that. But I really wished they'd keep the first scene the way it is, and then all the other scenes can be super advanced, like way more than the original animatronic,
I
just to
get
show like this
the
is like
difference.
the OG. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I think
yeah,
that's fair. Um, I hope they don't change the sentiment. I'm all about like, hey, if something doesn't age well, I get why it's not funny or not cool anymore.
right.
But uh, I think in this case, we're documenting history. So if something people didn't love,
Yeah,
you keep it, and then
right,
you show how it's different now, which they kind of did already as the old one progressed, like the daughter dating and stuff like that was
right.
always entertaining to me. But yeah, I don't know. I'm okay with it. I'm excited for a new ride. I guess Disney doesn't miss a whole lot, so I guess I lean on like even the castle colors. Every time they've changed it, I've learned to love it. So
Yeah,
like I just learned to be quiet and just let it ride. What I
yeah.
want, what I want is a Stitch ride. I'm really itching for
We had a
that.
Stitch thing. We had a
We
Stitch thing. They
did, and they
closed it.
got well. It was an alien thing that they made a Stitch thing, and it
They
never really
reskinned it,
fully
which
fit.
hey, that takes us right into what we're
Yeah,
talking about
it
today.
does.
Good
I know.
job.
You
What a
see the
bridge.
segue I'm making
Oh
here. I'm working
man,
on it.
what a
You like
pro.
that? Yep.
What a
Yep. Let's give
pro.
it. Stupid.
Still
That's
got it.
funny. Still got it. Yeah. All right. Let's get into that though. But as for your news, just to sum it up, cautiously optimistic as I am with most things in life. I guess is my
Mhm.
take on it. So let's get into rides we think are outdated and need rethemed or reskinned. Um,
So can I just
I'll
start right there?
yeah,
Can I
for sure.
start? So one of the one on my list was the Stitch encounter that's gone empty and is just used as like storage space right now.
It's
So
crazy.
I don't know what you can do with that space because it's not a big space. But I feel like there's got to be something that they could put. I mean, they obviously had something there before, so it's big enough.
Yeah,
So what if they put in? No, you want something futuristic in space and that kind of
sure.
thing. So I was trying to think of like different IPs that would fall into that, and the only thing I
Yeah,
could still think of was Buzz Lightyear. So if you did, you already have Space Ranger Spin right around the corner. So I know you don't want to do another Buzz Lightyear, but what if you did like an alien attack where it's the aliens from Toy Story or something like that in there?
yeah.
Or I don't know. And maybe I'm too focused on aliens because it's already had two iterations of an alien type thing there. But I don't know.
I
That's
think
that's
this
what I
is
was trying to
where
come up with.
I think this is where Disney really misses. The fact that Universal Studios has rights to all the Marvel characters. This could be a fantastic Marvel meet and greet type
Yeah.
place or something of that nature, especially with Iron Man and the futuristic tech that he does. Obviously, that's not an option. So you look further into that, like, I don't
I mean,
know, it could be a good
they
Incredibles thing.
technically have Guardians of the Galaxy, so they
They
could
do
do.
because that's not owned by
It
Universal.
wasn't in the original, yeah. But
Correct.
so I know that there's other Marvel properties that fall outside of the Universal ownership. So maybe
Sure.
that's an idea is find
Could
another
be.
one of those properties. I don't know what they are, but maybe that's
I
an
don't either.
idea.
Yeah,
Because that
could
would
be.
fill that. I don't like the Incredibles idea because that's not really. I know it's like futuristic, but isn't it like based in like the '60s or something?
It does feel that way. I was just thinking they used to do Incredibles dance parties back there, and I was
That's
trying to think
true.
of like
Yeah.
what have they already kind of attached there. But no, it doesn't fit great. There's something I feel like we're missing, but I would have to really think about it.
Yeah. I just
That's
think
basically.
that's a good space that's like right in the middle of Tomorrowland. That
Oh, it's a
how are we
huge
not using
waste.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
huge waste. Why not do a show or something? Even if it's a
I mean, you
kids
could do
show, like for little
simulate. I
kids.
was thinking you could do simulators in there and have like, I don't know, 8 ride simulators in there or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Something. There's something that can be done. It is a or tear it down whole building and just do something else.
Oh,
I
I just
mean,
thought of something.
even
What if you did so you know in Wreck-It Ralph, uh
no,
the
I've never seen it.
lady you never said, oh my God.
I know. I knew you were gonna hit me on this.
So in Wreck-It Ralph, let me just explain this to
The
you.
minute I said it, I knew I was
Oh
dumbed.
my God. The people know. In Wreck-It Ralph, they go in different games, and one of the games is this like lady lieutenant lady in the future that kills these aliens, and
Yeah.
that would be freaking awesome if you were in there and you were
There you
shooting
go.
aliens, but you were part of that game within the Wreck-It Ralph universe. Oh my God, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Where then other
Like
like
the
other video game characters would come in too. That would be pretty cool.
that'd be pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
VR even.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it'd be cool if it was just like your group or something. I don't know how you do that.
I don't
Like
either.
a ride situation kind of like you have with Smuggler's Run, but actually better than that.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking
yeah.
of Smuggler's Run. Yeah, that's a good segue, my guy.
Yeah.
We're killing it right here. I have that on my list. I think I like the ride. I like the theme and the idea of the ride. I think it needs upgraded so that it's more interactive for all, what, 6 people or whatever it is that fits in
Mhm.
there. Because, dude, if you're an engineer, you're just watching. Like, I mean, I was sitting with your daughter and she's just hitting any button. Doesn't matter if it
Oh,
lights up or whatever it is. I'm like, yeah,
yeah.
that's cool. I'm trying to point to her, hit this one, hit this one. She's, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. But I mean, the pilots are the best.
Mhm.
What's the other ones? What's the other one I'm missing? Is it
The
the
gunner.
gunner? Yeah,
Yeah.
the gunner's
Also just
fun.
pushing buttons. But you're
Also,
still just
just
pushing
pushing,
buttons. Yeah.
but we could change that one so
How do
easily.
you not have like a little turret gun
How
where
do
you
you
go
not? Or a little
that
steering
shakes
wheel
when
that
you
you're.
shoot it?
It's so simple. Like, come
Yeah.
on. They don't want to be shooting things for real, I guess. Come on
Oh, that's
now.
probably true. But you're in Star Wars. That's what they
It's
do.
Star Wars. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Put a little sign. Hey, if you don't want your kids shooting guns, don't take the.
Put
the
a little orange tip at the end of the gun.
yeah, exactly. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
that would be more fun. I think that whole thing needs to turn virtual reality. They don't
Yeah.
love that because you got to all share the VR
Hmm.
headsets and it's kind of weird. But can you imagine that ride if it was all virtual and all you did was hold your piece of equipment and
Hmm.
went to town? I'd have a great
That'd
time.
be pretty
It'd be
cool.
fun. Be cool. I
Yeah.
think it needs. I think it needs something freshened up. It feels like they went halfway, and I want them to go the other half.
Yeah.
So
All right. Do you have anything
yeah,
else at Hollywood Studios that you would update? Because
nope.
I have nothing else. That was on my like it would be nice if they fixed it type list, but it wasn't on my list of items or
I
of
I didn't
attractions.
I don't have anything on my list. I do wish back to Star Wars. I wish the Star Tours was a little less jerky, so I didn't feel like I was going to throw up every time I walk out there. I still ride it most times.
Yeah,
Unless I didn't the last time I was with you because you had plenty of other people to go with. But the time
yeah,
before that, I was like, I'm on it with you. And we got out there. I was like, I need to sit down for a minute, buddy. It's this one and the
I love me
Mission
some Star
Space.
Tours.
It's
Yeah,
fun. That's the whole thing. And they put new scenes, so they have kind of updated it over time, which is fun. You never know what you're going to end up with. I just need it to be a little smoother so it doesn't feel like I'm gonna. It's the let's speed up and then hit the brakes and my whole head goes like this. I'm just weak. I should
yeah,
probably just take Dramamine. Yeah,
probably.
but no, not really. I don't feel like there's much. I think that ride's more fun than Smugglers. I just don't
Yeah,
get sick on Smugglers, so
yeah.
that's the whole thing.
Was Mission
No,
Space on your
nothing else.
list?
No, I just think they need to get rid of it. I
So I,
mean,
I actually I like Mission Space, and I know I'm in the minority there because a lot of people say it's the worst ride. I don't
it
mind it.
is.
I usually just do the green side, so the easier side. Um, when I was younger, I did the orange side and loved it. My biggest thing with that is it just needs to be the technology inside, like when you're watching the videos and everything, it needs to come out of 1998. You know what I mean? It needs to be
Mo-
2026. So they need to
Move Mission
update.
Space over to Tomorrowland, add it in that building, make it going to Mars instead of going to the moon, or I don't
Mhm.
even know what it
Oh, that
is anymore.
yeah.
And then
I think you're
you have
going
a
to
whole
Mars,
nother. Yeah, okay, same idea then,
but
but
you
you
could
could
do it way
update it
better.
way
But yeah,
better.
that's what I'm saying. They just need to do it better.
They do. I agree. And they do warn you that hey, if you don't want G Force,
Mhm.
you know,
I like that
pounding
part
down
of it.
on
I
you,
think that's freaking awesome.
I don't mind that part at all. It's the claustrophobia that I don't like. Like it gets
Yeah,
right down on you, and I
and
don't
it's
handle that
because you
well.
have to be able
It's
to touch
dude,
it still.
it's awful for me.
Yeah.
It's not fun, so I avoid it. I don't really hate. I don't really get sick on that one like some people do. I don't know why. I just don't enjoy when they close that. I feel like it's a coffin, and I don't like it.
Hmm.
It creeps me out. And it's not a fun enough ride for me to be like, if you told me that's what I had to sit in to ride Guardians, okay, I'll fight through it and
Yeah.
make it work. But that ride's not good enough to warrant that. So I'd like to see him build something else over there. I don't know what that something else would be. Give me my Stitch ride. Do something with that. I'll be
Yeah.
thrilled. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. Something of that nature. Uh, or an actual, newer Mickey. It could do something fun with that. That's not the Cartoon Network style Mickey of
Yeah.
M2R2, which I do love, but I
Do
think
the '90s style Mickey.
the '90s style Mickey, yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know. It'll probably be too kiddish for some people. That's part of the problem with '90s Mickey is he's super friendly and
Yeah.
makes it very young child typically.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
know. I'm
Mickey's
sure
Clubhouse
there's
type thing.
exactly. I'm sure there's cool things they could do back there. It's a lot of space, so
Hmm.
let's upgrade it. I don't know. Let's replace it. I didn't put it on my list because I just didn't see it happening. I don't know. Maybe one day. I think that ride's got another 20 years in it, though.
Yeah. Probably at least 5 to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when
It
it goes
just I
down,
know it.
bro,
Yeah.
celebration. Such a
Fair
wasted
enough.
space. It's
Fair
almost as
enough.
much of a wasted space as the alien encounter for me. Like I don't go do anything in either of them. So,
Yeah.
you know. All right, what do you have? Uh, what do you have over in Epcot since you segued us there? Do you have anything at
I
Epcot?
got a couple of things in Epcot. So I'll
Me
start
too.
with the first one, the Three Caballeros ride. Um,
Oh,
it's funny. It's funny, but it should be Coco. At this point, they did Coco all at the front. When you walk into the
yeah.
Mexico Pavilion, it's all Coco. So it should be Coco on the ride too. And who wouldn't want to see those colors on those screens when you're riding through on that little boat? And they could do the Marigold Bridge and all that stuff. And they could do a Land of the Living and Land of the Dead when you reach a certain point. there's so much stuff they could do with it, and you're just still just in a boat ride. Um, and Coco's such a beautiful movie visually. Can you imagine if that was put out there? Oh God, it would be amazing. I think that would be
Yeah,
such a good, and you don't even have to tell the same story. You could tell a different story. You could tell
yeah.
something else that happened. So, yeah,
I got to be honest. You said that, and I was ready to crap on it because I do love the Three Caballeros. I love that
yeah.
ride. Like it's
But
such a just.
if you recall, when we did video, like the eras that came out in like the '60s.
It did.
So,
But
you know,
then you said Coco, and I said, okay, I'm on board with that. Like that, if you're gonna do it, at least that's an upgrade. Plus, that's the only like main Disney movie that's ever been centered in Mexico. So it feels fitting that that should have a much bigger presence in that pavilion than it does. So
yeah,
yeah, I'd be all about that. That would be you wouldn't even have to retheme the whole thing. Like there's parts of like the night sky stuff is really
yeah,
cool with the fireworks. You could keep that.
yep.
Um it'd be a partial retheme. That could be dang dude, that might be your best pickup and I of this whole thing and I haven't even got through the list.
Yeah, it's a
Crap.
solid one.
I'd be pumped. Yeah. That's a good choice. Okay, I'm going to I imagine this one's definitely going to be on your list. Um Nemo and Friends. It is so beat down, like you said. It's just not. And I didn't realize, but Nemo has been a much more profitable franchise than I even realized. Like it is
Mhm.
very popular. Okay, if you want to keep it Nemo, fine, but let's make it much better. I know, we're doing the whole aquarium thing, but maybe all that I know there's the land and sea and sky and all that too that they're doing, but maybe that just needs to be completely changed. I don't know. Um, maybe I'm just overdone on aquariums and stuff like that. We have the Columbus Zoo, so I'm comfortable. Like I get to
Yeah.
see cool stuff like that. I don't get hyped for the aquarium at Disney at Epcot. The ride it just needs a lot of love. I think if you're not going to do a retheme, you definitely need a like you need to clean it up and change it. It's just so
So
outdated and it doesn't work. Half the time it doesn't work.
I love the live fish intermingled within the story of Nemo. I like the
Yeah.
idea of it. I think the problem with it is one, like you said, it's in disrepair. It's in rough shape. But
Yeah.
also like when you're dealing with live animals like fish, you can't control when they're going to shoot in front of a
No.
window.
Right.
So you could ride the whole ride and not see anything, and you just see and it kind of loses the fun of being until you get around that corner where it's just all aquarium, and then you see the sharks and everything. But like you said, a lot of us can go to aquariums wherever we live, so
Yeah.
it does have a little bit of a lackluster there, and I just think the visually it could just be prettier.
Yeah.
It's not a boat, but it's like a track vehicle. You're on a little,
Yeah.
it's
It's
basically
just
the
like
shells
Haunted
of
Mansion.
Ariel. Yeah,
Yeah.
same
The
idea.
shells of same idea. All those.
Yeah. So you're just scooting along. So it's not like it's, anything exciting or anything. So I do feel like they need to bring a little more excitement into it. Maybe make it into a Finding Dory instead of Finding Nemo. And even though I did
Maybe.
not like Finding Dory, but maybe do that. I also thought they could just reskin it and update it and do Luca because I'm a big fan of Luca. But I also understand that the fanfare for Nemo is way higher
Right.
than Luca. So
Maybe they need to do some interactive movie where you see uh cross franchises. You've got Flounder from Little Mermaid. You've
that would be
got things
cool.
from Luca. You've got
Yeah.
things from
Like every
Nemo, and you're
turn
kind of
you get yeah, that's a
yeah,
great idea.
and it plays into itself into this like new story.
And
I don't know.
they also could call it just Under the Sea, which is a play
Right.
on Little Mermaid, but I know they're already using that, aren't they? The Under the Sea is where
Probably.
but
I'm sure they
you could
could
do
come up with
something else.
something.
Yeah. But yeah, I like that
Yeah.
idea. And kind of just do a mesh of all the water moments
Yeah.
in
All the
Disney.
water,
Yeah.
the big things.
Like
You could hit a
Pinocchio
lot
and
of
the
things there.
whale or Geppetto and the
Yeah.
whale and that kind of stuff. Yeah, oh yeah, that
You
would be
could
really cool.
you could add Ursula in somewhere. You could add oh, there's
Yeah.
so many that are. that are water themed. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe that's an
that's a
idea.
good idea.
Then again, I'm sure they've got plenty of good ideas. It's whether or not they get the funding
No,
at the
no,
time
Josh, our
to
ideas are
do
the
it.
best. They need to
They
listen to
are.
us.
They
Josh
do
tomorrow.
hire us. Hire
Wait,
us, Josh.
long time listener,
We're not
big fan.
joshing around.
We're not
Yeah,
joshing
Josh.
around. That's
Josh
right.
tomorrow, long time listener, first time caller.
Okay.
Not
Do you
yet.
have anything else in Epcot you would update?
I do, buddy. I
No,
do.
have at it then, buddy. You do it.
All right. So I've got 5 things down here. I've given you Hollywood Studios. I am going to go with Spaceship Earth. I love
Okay.
Judy Dench. I think the ride
She's
is
still alive. She
just
could do more talking.
yeah. I do think the ride is she still alive?
Oh
We've had
yeah,
this discussion before.
yeah.
She
She's still
is.
alive. Yeah.
Yes. Um, I think the whole ride is just a place for everybody to get air conditioning. It's
Hmm.
just I understand the idea of it. It's kind of like Carousel of Progress. It's this how we've gotten from point A to point B, and the
Hmm.
whole span of humanity. We need to find another way to do it so it doesn't look like a standard museum. It's just kind of boring. So,
Yeah.
um, that's my take. Also, I can't believe I'm saying this. Figment needs updated. I
Yeah.
am a diehard for Figment. It has a cult following. I am one of them. He's tattooed on my elbow. I'm committed to the man. I think he's great. I like parts of that ride a lot. I think we could update with different actors. I'd love to see them do a new Figment movie. I know I'm not going to get that, but I would love to see it. And then let's theme the ride off of that. But somehow we need
If Robin Williams was still around, he would be an amazing
buddy,
movie with Figment.
you aren't kidding. It would be
Yeah.
fantastic.
I mean,
Do
after
a
he did
Figment.
Flubber, I mean, you could see that.
I agree. Do a Figment little kids TV show, and then I would still go write it.
Hmm.
And but it's pretty outdated.
Yeah, it
Bring me back
is, but
some.
I don't
Give me
know.
some Rick Moranis. You know what I mean? Like a little bit more of
Mm,
him.
yeah, I don't know. I struggle with the Figment because after the second iteration of Figment, it was bad. So now I'm
Yeah, I
like, I
agree.
don't know if I want to mess with it. I'm scared. It's
Stop.
it's one of those rare times where Disney has failed us twice in a row. They had the original one, which was
Oh.
good. They updated it to not so good, and they updated that one to be a little bit better, but not as good. So
I know, but I still love him. Don't take him
yeah.
away from me, Pierce.
I mean, with
Stop it.
technology, you do make a good point though. With technology's advances since the last time they did it, they could definitely do more imaging and whatnot
Can
to
you
make him more imaginable.
That ride would be great if it was Remy or M2R2 technology. Like if you
Yeah.
changed it up to do that kind of ride, you could do something
Hmm.
great with Figment. I get the whole track ride. I still get a kick out of watching every little kid who goes in there and doesn't know the skunk's about to spray some nasty
Yeah,
stuff,
and you can
freaking
still
out.
do
That
that.
cracks me up. Yeah,
I do think that that would be a cool ride if it was 3D. I know they're
yeah,
getting away from the 3D stuff, but I think that would be a really cool 3D one because Figment is part of your imagination, so you should be seeing him
yeah,
in that three dimension.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the end of my we've hit 4 of my 5. I only have one more, and that's at
Okay,
over
so
at Magic
so going
Kingdom.
back to Mission, I didn't get to talk about Mission Space or no Spaceship Earth, Spaceship Earth.
Yeah.
Right, Spaceship Earth.
Yep,
Um,
Spaceship Earth.
I don't know what you do with that space outside
I
of
don't
just
either.
revamping it and just freshening it up. I just don't know what you do with it because it's very. I do think the
Yeah.
playground on the inside needs updated. Um,
Yeah.
I and I feel like they did update it recently, like over the last like 5 years or so. But um, last time I was in there, I felt like it was really dark and just felt kind of meh.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the actual like ride, I don't know. I just don't know what you do with it. It's kind of like it's like the People Mover at Magic Kingdom. I love the People Mover, and I don't want them to mess with anything with that because I love the People Mover.
So
But
you
in the
feel
end,
like
you're
we
just in
should
a little
keep
train going
Spaceship
on.
Earth the same way?
I don't know. I just don't know what you can do with it. Like you can just
Yeah.
make it more up to date, I guess, updated,
Yeah.
but it's so confined in what it is. I just don't know. You're not going to put a new
I
ride in there.
I guess I
So
never understood the theme from the get-go, Spaceship Earth. I don't know what that even means.
yeah,
It looks like something futuristic, and then we're talking about prehistoric times. I
yeah,
guess
prehistoric times.
it doesn't make sense to me personally. I
Yeah,
guess that's maybe I don't want to disrespect Walt. I don't need that kind of bad karma, but it's not. I just don't. I ride it every time because it's no
yeah,
wait and it's something to do. But
and it's air conditioning,
and
and you
it's
get to
air
sit back and
conditioning.
go up a hill,
You
and the
do.
hill's nice.
But
Yeah,
one out of four times, some kid jumps out of that thing and it stops. And I am sitting there
yeah,
waiting for a much longer ride than it needed to be. One time it stopped four times. I was in that thing. I was so annoyed. I was like,
yeah,
and it was probably a little toddler, which is fine. I would never get upset about it. But it's like, dude, might be time to walk down the stairs and call it a day. Like,
yeah.
this is holding everything up. But yeah. So I agree with you. I don't really know what you do with it. It is a unique ride, the spiral of it, and just if you don't talk about Earth, it's not Spaceship Earth anymore. So
Right.
I don't know. That'll piss everybody off. I mean, you change the name of it. It's not like the pins people. You're talking about a lot of pitchforks
Right.
coming for you. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I just try to think of rides that kind of bored me, and that one, I want more from it. I mean, I probably won't get it, but that's what I want.
Fair. All right. So the next one I have, I'm going to shoot over to Animal Kingdom, and
Okay.
it's Cali River Rapids. It's the one ride at Animal Kingdom I'd never ride. I just don't do it.
I thought you
I
liked
don't
that
like
ride
it.
because I said I don't ride it either.
There's no theming.
It's weird.
Have a
Yeah.
theme. They could now that Indiana Jones is going to be in that park.
Oh yeah.
Why not make it an Indiana Jones type thing
Good
where
call.
there's bad guys here or there's the golden head there or whatever. I don't know. Do
That could be
something.
cool.
Do
That
some.
could be
You can
cool.
keep the same ride. I don't like getting wet that much at the parks. I mean, I just don't enjoy that experience. But I know a lot of people love it, and in a summer day, it's great. So
That
keep the
ride's
ride the
not.
same. Just give more to it. Give an actual theme to it, not just the river rapids.
I agree. I will say that ride is not like Tiana's. In Tiana's, if you get in the front couple seats, you're going to get wet, especially the front one. You are going to get
Hmm.
wet. You are almost guaranteed to have a good chance at some point to get stuck right under a waterfall on Cali River
Yeah, and you
Rapids.
can
It
get. I
happens
mean,
to
I
me
have seen
every
people
time.
not get smoked. It seems like it's always the little kid that wants to get wet. That's the only one that's dry, and the whole
Yeah.
the whole
I
the
get,
whole raft.
bro, I get smoked every time. Like I
Yeah,
wear the poncho no matter what. And I
yeah,
still am like, dang, my butt's wet. I don't like that.
yes,
That's not great. I don't know
yeah.
how it got to that point, but um I don't
But I
ride it
just
that
wish
much.
there was a theme. I
Also,
just feel
the
like it's vacant
queue,
of the.
the wait times are way too long for that ride, and it's because there's not enough rides at Animal Kingdom. So I just don't
Yeah,
do it. But
and I
I
don't think they
would do
pump
it.
out that many. I don't think they pump out that
It's
many
not
per
fast
hour in
enough.
that ride.
Yes.
So, yeah,
But if you make that Indiana Jones and you make it something like that, well, you might have changed my mind. I might show up for that
yeah,
ride every time. That would be cool. That would
yeah.
be fun. Or,
Because I don't know of another
well,
theme. Like, I
I
mean,
don't
I'm sure
either.
there's other
Yeah.
themes, but you could do Rescuers Down Under or something like that too. Because
That'd
I
be
think they go
awesome.
over a waterfall. But that's an old. That's from the 70s or 80s or something like that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you're really going to want to go back to that. But Indiana Jones is still somewhat current. So obviously they're like I said, they're putting Indiana Jones in the old dinosaur section. So that could be cool.
There you go. Yeah. Could be cool. I'm sure
All right,
I'll have
you
to
want
think
to?
on that one.
Yeah. All right, you want to do your last one, which is my last one, also. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, I feel like this is a very easy retheme. I
Hmm.
don't know why it is what it is still. Tomorrowland Speedway is quite possibly the worst experience
Hmm.
in all of the parks. The cars haven't been updated since they first brought them out. It smells so bad when you're there, and it's just supposed to be like their whole thing is we're earth conscious and we're new technology in the Tomorrowland and the this is yesterday land. This is yesterday land speedway. This is not Tomorrowland speedway. You know what I mean? Like
So are you wanting
uh
them to have like battery powered or electric
I
cars? How would you handle that?
I would enjoy that. I would also enjoy ones that when you actually turn the steering wheel that the car responds because I'm tired of getting my C6 and C5 vertebrae snapped every
All
time
right.
I ride in that. You know what I mean? Not fun. Why is
I just
this
let my
not
kid
cars
drive.
themed? I do too. It's just the
I
same.
actually disagree. I wouldn't do it as cars themed.
What?
Yeah,
Dude, the
I have a
Hudson, you
different
could
opinion. I have a different opinion.
oh,
You could do cars. Cars is fine. I have no problem with cars. But there's also a Cars ride already
it
in
is that
Disneyland.
they missed that. That could have been something better. That could have
I
been
think I think they should reskin it, and you're not going to know this either because you've not seen it. But from Sugar Rush, from Wreck It Ralph, that's what it should be reskinned as. And all the cars have different Sugar Rush cars. You don't even have to choose all the same cars as you could do more than just what's in there. And you could still have multiple Vanellope Von suites and whatnot cars. So people could try to get that car. And I just think that would be so cool. And then put candies everywhere as the theme in when you're going around. You see all the different, you just need to watch Wreck It Ralph.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to now.
But yeah, there's candy everywhere. And I think it would be so cool. And it would be like a sight to see.
That's
Now, it really would not fit with Tomorrowland as far as like theming, like what you'd see, but it's a video game, which is, you know, video games are ever advancing and taking us into the future, with you know
I will give
all
you
the different
that.
designs.
Cars is not future themed. It's not tomorrow themed either. So I'll give you
Yeah.
that. I don't know. Maybe Wreck-It Ralph is the best one. Sugar Rush. I've not seen it, so I can't comment. Whatever it is, dude, you could make these futuristic Mickey cars as long as they don't get me high and snap my neck. I don't care. Like
Yeah.
it's just you walk near it and it's so bad. Like I don't like Mission Space more than I don't like Tomorrowland Speedway, but they're not that far apart. Like they are.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
think
ridden
Tomorrowland's my
Tomorrowland in
least
years.
favorite. I will say it is fun when your kid can actually
Yes,
push the pedals and drive. That is fun. And it's obviously a kid ride because as
it
adults, we
is.
get to drive wherever we want. It's not
Well,
that exciting, but you know.
when that ride opened up, I can see how it was huge, heavy
Mhm.
hitter. It takes up a lot of space though to be something that's really not that fun anymore compared to other
Right.
things that you get.
And
Like,
visually it's not great. And
no,
when
it's
you're driving
awful.
around, it's like you're on a go-kart, but a crappy go-kart.
The worst go kart I've ever ridden. Like
Yeah.
it is awful.
So
Uh,
I do
I don't
think
know how to explain. Like,
if you made them electric or battery powered, whatever, that would fix a lot of the obviously the fume issues.
yes, make it
And
a
I
real
just
go
think,
kart if you're going to do it.
well, I don't
Make it
like
a.
that idea.
I don't
Don't
either,
like
but
that.
it's better than what it is now.
I would rather them stay with this than make it a real go kart because I don't think real go karts is going to be fun on that because
This isn't fun.
you're gonna have clowns that are driving around being stupid, and that's why they have the tracks to make sure that people are safe, and it's for kids. But it's a kids ride. If you make a go karts, it ain't gonna be kids ride anymore.
I'm
So,
not going to ride it if I'm still going to bump around the way I do.
well,
This is
I'd like to think
awful.
that they made it a little bit, when they get electric cars or whatever, that they would make it slightly smoother than what
That's a
the.
lot of space
'Cause,
for a little
I
kid's
mean,
ride, though.
uh, I mean,
That's
but
prime real estate.
if you're getting foot traffic and they're able to get more and more cars going per hour, then you're just using up.
Yeah,
It doesn't. It's just it's another attraction. And if you made it Sugar Rush, people are going to come flock to see that. I think,
that's
and little
true.
kids are going to want to see it. So
I guess I want
because it's
more
going
of
to be
a
bright
whole.
and it's going to be bright and pink and orange and blue and all these crazy colors and everything's going to look like candy and sweets and all that. And then right out when you leave, you can get your ice cream sundaes. You can get your slushies, your
Yeah,
candies, everything right there. Oh my god! Sign me up, Disney. I'll come design it for you right now.
You would. I know you would love that. Well, anything would be better. I would go with that. I'd be fine with that if they did. Anything's got to be better than what it is. But
Yeah.
a lot of Tomorrowland is struggling, if we're being honest. Like, I know they're putting all their effort out in Frontierland and
No,
the new Villains
I didn't even bring up Space Mountain. That sucks. But I'm just kind of like, people love Space Mountain, so there's no point even
You
messing with
always
it. It
make a
just
good
sucks.
you always make a good point though. Like, they need to do more of this. Somehow change it so that it can change with the seasons. Because the Christmas version is freaking cool. If
Yeah.
they could do a fall version and then, oh hey, it's a St. Patrick's Day version, or do that for a month of March, and every month is a different one. People would show up at different months to see the different vibe.
Yeah.
But it defeats the purpose of it being a completely dark ride, I suppose. So
I mean, you could still do a dark ride all summer.
you could. I don't hate Space Mountain. I hate how jerky it is. If they updated the rails and it was smoother, I would enjoy it. But
Yeah.
I don't like the pods either personally, but
Yeah, they suck.
I'm a big dude and I don't fit well in there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's all I got this week. I think we got a good list there. So guys,
I
get
think
in the
so, too.
chat. Let us know what we missed, where we're right,
what do
where
you
we're
want?
wrong.
Yeah, what do you want to see? What do you want to see updated? Maybe the Hall of Presidents.
That'll get updated.
It will. Yeah, it will. I haven't been back there in a bit, but you know.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. All right. With that, we've had a good time. It's been a good week. I think that's a good episode. Olivia said to let you know that there's a reason why the oyster scene is not in the musical. We don't talk about it. And
Facts.
She said, thanks for talking about me on the podcast.
Yeah.
So,
of course.
Good time. But you're welcome, Olivia. Hope all is well. They go on their first family Disney trip. They leave on Friday. Dang. Can you imagine your first time going?
I'm so jelly pants. They are going to have it. I'm going
It's
to
like reading
need
Harry
them
Potter
to,
for the first time.
I'm going to need them to report back and let you know, or let us know how it was. If there's anything that they learned, anything, like the whole report, the good, the bad, the ugly, you know.
I blew it. I'm going to try to get Liam wants to come on, and I got to ask him some questions about what he's most excited. I got to get a list of what he's most excited about, and I want to see how his pre-expectations compared to his
that's a great idea.
Experiences. So I wanted to have him on here for that first half and then combine it into two. But I think I'll just ask him the questions and then I'll say, so hey, this is what we were looking at. You know, how did it end up being?
Are they flying or driving?
They're driving.
Okay, I'll want to know how that goes too, because I'll be driving in January.
Yeah,
when we go down for the cruise. So yeah.
I think we have a unique opportunity to talk to some people who are first timers. Shannon has been, but the rest of the family hasn't, the other three. So that is going to be
that'll be great.
Good content. So
yeah. Love that.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, brother. With that, we will say peace until next week. See ya.
Yeah.